Hi everyone! So tonight we are lucky to be with Sonia Bien-Aimée from Tricot Nomade. Hi Sonia!
Hi, Eveline.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm very good, thank you, and I'm very happy to be talking with you tonight. It's
I'm glad
actually
to be here.
it's actually the first time we just meet each other in person, if we can say in person.
Yeah, I know you from the Instagram and everything, but not in real life.
Yes, that's it. But I have to say that when I invited you, I thought I already knew what kind of person I would have in front of me, and I have to say that I was not wrong. You're really really sweet and really nice.
Thanks.
So I'm glad to be speaking with you tonight. So yeah, do you want to talk to us a little bit about your knitting journey and how it all began for you, how you started knitting and everything?
Yeah, sure. I started knitting when I was maybe 10 or 11. I learned from my mom, and she used to always cast on for me because I wasn't able to cast on. I thought it was difficult, and I learned with my sister, and I was making fun of her because I thought as she wasn't good enough. And after when I had 12, I began to get really into music. So I dropped knitting, and all my teenage years was around music. I was writing songs, I was singing, and playing guitar. And when my mom passed away, I started knitting again. And because I needed something to relate it with her. And then I dropped again.
Again.
Yeah. Uh, when I moved in my first apartment, I wasn't in a good mood. And
Mhm.
I thought that knitting was a great start for starting something new. And I used to live in front of Walmart, so it was easy for me to just cross the street and go buy yarn. I
Mhm.
didn't know anything about fibers, or I didn't have any knowledge. And I start to learn how to reading patterns with
Mhm.
YouTube videos and reading books at the library. And after that, I start to knit for my family and friends.
Does
Then I
does your
uh,
sister still knit?
no.
She got too scared of you, so she just stopped.
Yeah.
And do you knit her? Do you knit for her sometimes?
Yes, knitting wasn't for her, I think, but she started to sew a little clothes for her baby. So yeah,
So she okay. She sews.
all right.
Ah.
And yes, and after that, I decided that it would be a good idea to open Etsy shop, because I was I was I was already knitting for everybody but myself,
Mhm.
and I thought it would be a good idea to just open a store, an online store, to have customers order and everything. And after 1 year, I was getting tired to just knit for everybody but myself, and I needed a balance between. So I did my first knitwear for me, and it was the Quavois sweater by Kathleen Hunter. And actually, that was a big deal because it was all the techniques that I was scared of. like jacquard, top-down sweater with circular needles, and I asked
A lot
help.
of, a lot of first time.
Yeah, and it was the first pattern in English too. I
Oh,
didn't know what was the meaning of the abbreviation and everything, so it was difficult.
mhm.
Um, After that, I asked for help, and I received help from Balis, Lizia from Balis
Mm,
Tricot,
yeah,
and she was really helpful because she made a video for me and explained what was the vision that she had of the construction, and it was really helpful. And yeah, that's when I started to
yeah.
uh, do knitwear for me.
And at some point, it's like you need to kind of have a connection with a project, you know, and you spend so many hours on something. It's always so sad to just see it go away and leave. It's nice
Yeah,
to have a, because we can talk a little bit about your idea for the name of your brand and all that, but also it's nice sometimes when you spend so many ideas with an object that you can just keep it for yourself and cherish it forever.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and have something, and to have something that you made by your hand, it's so grateful, and it makes me more confident too,
Yeah.
because I am really shy and real, so it's difficult for me to just go and see people, and I thought that it was a good idea to connect with the community, to
Hmm.
start to know who is in the community, who is the designer in Quebec. So yeah.
Yeah, and for the English speaking person, so the name of your brand or company or project, I don't know how you want to call it, but it's Tricot Nomade. It means like nomadic knitting,
Yeah,
traveling knitting, or
yeah, but it
what
came
was
from
the inspiration behind that?
the inspiration was because I am a sociology student and I'm interested about Aboriginal question, and the nomadic life is around a lot of community, Aboriginal community, and I thought it was a good idea for me because I love the culture and I love travel. I love to travel too, even if I don't have the possibility right now. And mm, I really like to do it more when I have the time, and also I was already shipping orders from to Canada, so, and all the Canada, so it was the idea behind to see the my knitwear being wearing around Canada. So yeah, it's like the idea that my knitwear are traveling to.
Yeah, and you put it out there, and then it has a life of its own, and
Yeah.
new owner and new adventures and stories.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's a thing I really like about your online presence. I find that you often really ground, like, if I can say, ground knitting on maybe more profound subjects. Like you can relate, like yesterday or today, you asked a question on your stories, and you were asking to your followers why, on their opinion, why the society and the media was seeing still today, even when we know all the new designers and the hot dyers and everything, why was knitting still seen as a like an old school thing and really boring stuff? And I always like that you have the aspect of analyzing it from another perspective.
Yeah, because I really love to ask question about society, and that's my passion. But I also love knitting, so why not combine those passion together? And it's really cool because people always answer me, and I'm always surprised by the answer. So yeah, and I think I'm like everybody, I think we are all watching series, we are all watching movies, and sometimes knitting is always seen as something that is not cool, it's
Mm.
annoying or everything. And it makes me every time it makes me like I don't know
Yeah.
how to call it, but
It's
it
very often that the person who is knitting is either like upset, or she's
yeah.
mad about something, or he's mad, but it's she, and or she's like cringy or not cool, or
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
that character in the corner of the room who's like really boring and
Yeah, exactly. And it's cool because people always answer me, and I share the answer in my podcast. And I it makes me think about other things that I didn't see
Mhm.
I was asking the question. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah, because you can have so many angles to a subject. You can have, for example, for the knitting community, you can have how it's perceived from inside, but you can also think of how it's perceived from the outside, or how it
Exactly.
relates to all of this. It's like a big map of opinions.
And yeah, and that's what I loved about sociology and knitting. It's to communicate and see with everyone what is the possible answers of that question.
Hmm. Yeah, and with so many different opinions.
Yeah, exact.
And so you also have a podcast in which you sometimes talk about these. Not, I don't want to call them surveys because it's not scientific, I'm sure, but of your reflections on knitting,
Yeah.
and also you show your works in progress and your new ideas for knitting.
Yeah, I started my podcast during the first confinement because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Um, I was really scared at the beginning because I all the podcasts that I used to watch, it was always two persons that was
Mhm.
in the podcast, and I was a little bit of scare because um, I was scared that maybe to talk to myself about knitting, and I didn't know that people will listen to me actually. So it was a big surprise for me when I saw that people actually listening to me. So
And your boyfriend didn't want to do it with you?
no.
No, please don't
No,
leave me.
he likes me to talk about knitting, but you don't have you don't have any patience for that. No.
No, did you try at some point?
He tried, yes, he tried, but that wasn't for him.
He didn't make himself a sweater.
Nope.
No.
I make him a sweater.
You did?
Yeah, I did it with I my first test knit was for Jean-Philippe Clich with the
Hmm.
ratio sweater, and I used Julie Asselin, yeah, the yarn of Julie Asselin, and that was his first sweater actually. So
Wow. Does he know he's lucky?
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah. I haven't made my boyfriend anything yet. I have made socks.
Oh,
I have made socks for him, but then after maybe 3 months, there were holes, and
oh.
I repaired it once, and now new holes, and now I don't want to. But maybe I will at some point.
I made socks for my boyfriend, and he don't have holes yet, so I'm
Yeah,
pretty
you're
yeah.
lucky.
Yeah.
For the second time when I patched the hole, I made like, I don't know the names of the repair techniques, but I made
Yeah.
um like um like a wall over it.
Okay.
Like, I didn't pick up the stitches. I picked up the stitches, but over the stitches, I made a new coat of knitting, like
Oh,
two
okay.
layers, like over, and the both are pierced. So yeah, I think I'm giving up. And so you have a rate of maybe one episode every month, more or less?
I'm trying, but I tried to do an episode when I had some knitwear to present,
Yeah.
because I don't see maybe the I don't think it's interesting to just have one or two. I don't like to do just small videos. I like big videos. So yeah, if you checked my YouTube, I think my one of my longest video is 1 hour and maybe 2 hours. Yeah.
Mm, that's a very long time for one person. I agree.
Yeah.
So when you decide to make one podcast, you know you have a lot of things to talk about and a lot of things to show.
Yeah. Um, when I have five or maybe six project, and when I have time too,
Hmm.
I'm trying to schedule a little bit of time for filming, and it's the editing you see,
Yeah,
it's really long. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, and with the sound and everything.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, I bought a new camera, so I will try it for the next episode. Yes.
Oh, that's nice. A
Yeah.
really pretty image.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
and
a good mic too.
yeah, yeah. And I really encourage, I will put the link in the description of the video, but I really encourage everybody to go check out your Instagram feed. It's very, very, like it's heartwarming and warm colors and super soft and like I told you, I always like feel like there's a fireplace somewhere in your apartment.
I hope. I hope. That's my big dream.
Yeah.
I really like the rustic chic decoration. So all that's woods and natural. I really liked. So I try to do picture that represent that,
Hmm. Yeah.
and I hope that it works. So
Yeah, it really does. It really does. It's very nice. I feel like you live in a chic chalet somewhere in the woods.
that's the goal.
Yeah, that's it. Well, well done.
Thanks.
I really want to tell everybody to go check out your Instagram and also your Etsy page. We can also put a link to your podcast, but I think it's only in French.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only in French, but I'm thinking maybe about doing mini vlogs in
Okay.
English. Maybe this summer. It would be just maybe come like a small project that I would present.
Hmm.
Not a big project like my podcast, but small little vlog maybe.
Cool. So then we will put the link for your YouTube channel in English as well. Well, thank you very much, Sonia, for being here tonight. It was such a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks for the invitation, and I am very glad to be there with you tonight.
Thank you so much, and I hope we see each other in person at some point. Thank
Yeah.
you, Sonia. Have a nice night.
You too. Bye.
Bye, everyone.